Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Tran reacts to controversial DWTS judge Jenn Simmons. Season 33 of Dancing with the Stars can't seem to escape controversy. Viewers were outraged that the show gave fake Harris and Delvey a platform, though she was among the first eliminations. Rock icon Jenn Simmons was a guest judge on the latest episode of DWTS. In addition to his creepy comments, his scoring raised eyebrows. Tran reacts to the comments he made about her. Jenn Simmons roasted for scoring and creepy comments. Kaz frontman Jenn Simmons was the guest judge for Hair Metal Night on Dancing with the Stars. But instead of judging the dances on technical issues, he seemed to focus on how attractive he found the female contestants in prose. Tran's dance in particular was oddly scored, according to fans. At one point in the performance, Tran walked across the floor on her knees. Tran and Sasha Farber received 3 8s from the regular judges. Rocker Jenn Simmons praised the performance but ultimately gave them a 7. Fans took to the comments on a post from the official DWTS Instagram to vent their frustration. Check out some of the comments. "You guys need to fix the scores from the beginning where Jenn gave out random 9s. Then Jen gets a 7. It's Bulls asterisk asterisk. Deserved 9s. What is going on?" Definitely seems like Jenn's out here voting on his asterisk preference of good looks for the women, not based off their dancing. It's giving it, "Please don't invite him back." 7 from Jenn. H asterisk, "Oh nah, he's on something 100%. Jenn just go at this point. What was that score?" She 8. Joking that was so underscored, are you kidding? Jenn gives her a 7 after calling her beautiful and praising how good it was? What? This dance was definitely worth 9s. Jenn giving her a 7 but Brooks a 10 is so sus, huh? Scores were so far off. Why did you have Jenn be a judge? Such a joke. Tran reacts to controversial DWTS judge. Tran and pro Sasha Farber performed the Paso Doble to the hair metal hit song The Final Countdown by Europe. After their dance, Jenn Simmons remarked that they were a steamy couple. The two have sparked dating rumors in the last few weeks. The DWTS partner spoke to Us Weekly after their performance. When asked about Jenn Simmons, they both had nothing but nice things to say. Sasha said, "If you think icon, which icon would you think is bigger than Jenn Simmons? No one. So to have him say that, I'll take anything he says." Tran agreed and said she doesn't listen to hair metal, but knew who Jenn Simmons was because that's just how amazing he is. The latest season of Dancing with the Stars, DWTS, has brought with it a whirlwind of excitement, but none more stirring than the appointment of Jenn Simmons, the legendary frontman of the rock band Kiss, as a new judge on the show. Known for his flamboyant persona and often controversial opinions, Simmons has quickly made waves in his new role. Some have hailed his bold, unfiltered style as a breath of fresh air, while others believe his criticisms cross the line into personal attacks. Among the many people weighing in on the situation is Tran, a social media influencer and avid DWTS fan with a massive following. Her reaction to Simmons' judging style has sparked an even larger debate online. Tran, DWTS superfan and social media powerhouse. Tran isn't just any fan of Dancing with the Stars. She's been following the show religiously for over a decade. Her YouTube channel, where she reviews and reacts to episodes, has over 1 million subscribers. Her passionate and nuanced takes on the show have garnered her a loyal fan base that eagerly awaits her weekly breakdowns of the performances, judges' critiques, and eliminations. When it was announced that Simmons would be joining the judging panel, Tran's reaction was initially one of excitement. "This is such a bold move," she said in one of her pre-season live streams. "I mean, you don't just throw in a rock legend without shaking things up. I think Jenn is going to bring an edge we've never seen before." However, as the season progressed and Simmons began giving his critiques, that initial excitement from Tran turned into frustration. In one of her most recent videos titled Jenn Simmons, Too Harsh or Just Honest?, Tran didn't hold back her feelings about his controversial judging style. Simmons' controversial judging style. From the moment Simmons took his seat on the judging panel, he made it clear that he wasn't going to sugarcoat anything. The man who famously performed in full makeup and a 7-inch tome wasn't going to start dishing out kind. But empty compliments just because he was on a reality show, while Len Goodman and Bruno Tomioli had their own distinctive approaches. Goodman being the stern but fair traditionalist, and Tomioli the exuberant, flamboyant showman. Simmons brought a rock and roll harshness to the panel that DWTS had never seen before. During the premiere episode, Simmons criticized one of the contestants, a beloved actor known for his comedic roles, for what he called a lack of effort. His exact words were, "It felt like you just showed up. This isn't a movie set where you can just do one take and call it a day. If you're going to be here, dance like you mean it." This comment quickly became a trending topic on social media, with fans split between defending Simmons for being honest and calling him out for being unnecessarily harsh. Jenn Tran weighed in on this moment during one of her live streams where she didn't mince words. "Okay, I get that Gene Simmons is here to rock the boat," she began, her expression a mix of exasperation and disbelief. "But telling someone they're not trying hard enough in week 1. Come on, that's just mean. The first week is always nerve-wracking for these celebs. The fallout and fan reactions. The debate over Simmons' harshness only intensified as the weeks went on. Each week, Simmons delivered critiques that were unrelentingly tough, often focusing on what he perceived as a lack of authenticity or effort from the contestants. One of his most divisive moments came in week 4 when he told a reality TV star that her dance was as fake as her public persona, causing audible gasps from the live audience. The comment didn't sit well with Tran, who took to her YouTube channel to break down why Simmons' style was so off-putting to her. "Look, I'm all for constructive criticism," Tran explained, "but there's a way to do it without making it personal. What Simmons said tonight wasn't just about the dance, it was a dig at her as a person. That's not what judging should be about." Tran's video immediately went viral, sparking thousands of comments from both her fans and DWTS viewers. Some agreed with her wholeheartedly, while others felt that Simmons was bringing much-needed honesty to the show. One user wrote, "Jenn, I usually love your takes, but I think you're being too soft here. These celebrities are used to being in the spotlight. They can handle it." Another countered, "Gene Simmons is used to performing in front of millions. That doesn't make him a good dance judge. Jenn's right, he's too harsh." Gene Simmons responds. Simmons, never one to back down from controversy, caught wind of the growing debate around his judging style and decided to address it during an interview with Entertainment Tonight. When asked about Jenn Tran's criticism specifically, Simmons chuckled before giving his response. "Look, I respect Jenn's passion for the show, but I've been in this business for over 40 years, Simmons said. "I've seen what it takes to be great, and I'm not here to hand out participation trophies. If someone's going to come on Dancing with the Stars, they need to be ready to give it their all. I'm not here to be their friend. I'm here to judge their dancing." This only fueled the fire, with Tran responding in her next video that Simmons was missing the point. "I'm not asking for participation trophies either, Gene," she said, her tone more measured but still firm. "But there's a difference between tough love and outright humiliation. You can push someone to be better without tearing them down." The future of DWTS and its judging panel. As the season heads into its final weeks, the controversy surrounding Gene Simmons doesn't seem to be dying down. Fans continue to debate whether his presence on the show has been a refreshing change or an unwelcome disruption. Jenn Tran, for her part, has continued to voice her concerns, though she remains hopeful that Simmons can strike a better balance as the competition intensifies. In a recent live stream, she summed up her thoughts on Simmons with a hopeful note. "I know this show is about pushing boundaries, and I get that Gene Simmons was brought in to shake things up. But I think there's a way he can do that without making the contestants feel like they're on trial. We'll see how the rest of the season plays out, but I'm rooting for some growth from everyone, including Gene."